All right, so picture this. It's the late 1960s, a time of change, protest, and a whole lot of experimentation. Peace signs everywhere, plastered on everything from VW buses to denim jackets. Tie-dye shirts, swirling with every color imaginable, a walking kaleidoscope of counterculture, and hair so long it could trip you. Seriously, some of those beards could double as blankets. That's right, I'm talking about the hippie movement, a cultural phenomenon that swept across the nation and left a lasting impact. But today, let's ditch the flower crowns and look at the hilarious, ironic side of hippie culture that people usually skip. Because let's face it, even the most idealistic movements have their quirks. Now, hippies were all about peace, love, and harmony. It was their mantra, their guiding principle, the very air they breathed. But try cramming a dozen peace-loving folks into one VW bus with zero air conditioning, windows rolled up, and the sun beating down. And see how quickly that harmony turns into a heated debate over who forgot the granola. Suddenly, peace and love take a backseat to personal space and snack availability. Seriously, someone always forgot the granola. It was like a cardinal sin in the hippie handbook. And let's talk about those anti-materialism vibes, the cornerstone of the hippie philosophy. Hippies were famous for rejecting the man and not caring about possessions. They aimed to live simply, free from the shackles of consumer culture. Yet somehow, every famous hippie festival ended up with people selling handmade jewelry, crafted with love and sold for a profit, incense, filling the air with exotic scents and emptying wallets, and let's be honest, a suspicious amount of tie-dye t-shirts. I mean, how many tie-dye shirts does one person really need? Capitalism always finds a way, man. It's a persistent force, even in the most countercultural settings. Now, you can't mention hippie fashion without laughing just a bit. It was a unique blend of comfort, rebellion, and questionable choices. They wore bell-bottoms so wide you could use them as emergency tents. Or maybe even small sails if the wind was right. And headbands? Apparently you weren't truly enlightened unless you looked like you just stepped out of a yoga class taught by your grandma. Accessorizing your way to enlightenment, one headband at a time. Here's the real kicker. The ultimate hippie dream was to drop out and live off the land. To become one with nature, self-sufficient and free from the constraints of modern society. But most hippies discovered that farming is, well, hard. Really, really hard. It's not all sunshine and organic vegetables. Turns out you can't grow good vibes and self-reflection in a vegetable patch. You also need water, sunlight, and a whole lot of weeding and, weed. And when you try to build a commune with your best friends, it only takes about a week before someone gets tired of doing the dishes or cleaning the communal toilet. And everyone just wants to go back to their parents' house for a real meal, a hot shower, and maybe a little bit of privacy. Don't get me wrong, the hippie movement brought some awesome things. It wasn't all just bell-bottoms and bad farming. Like epic music that still resonates today, environmental awareness, a crucial message that's more important now than ever, and the kind of open-mindedness that still shapes the world. A legacy of tolerance and acceptance that we can all learn from. But it also gave us some pretty unforgettable contradictions. A memento that even the most well-intentioned movements are full of human blemishes, like going to a protest against consumerism and leaving with a bag full of souvenirs. A little something to remember the revolution by, ironically. So next time you hear about the Summer of Love, remember, behind every peace sign is a story that's just a little bit cynical and way more hilarious than you might think. It's a keepsake that history is always more complicated and funnier than it seems. Peace, love, and don't forget your granola. And maybe a sense of humor because you're going to need it. And that's the trip, man. Thanks, brothers and sisters, for tuning in to my far-out channel, Chronicles of Mysterious Tales. If you dug this ride through history's wild side, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your grooviest friends. Drop a comment about your favorite hippie irony, and definitely stay groovy. Peace, love, and endless good vibes to all. Until next time, keep your mind open and your playlists funky.